This is Star Fox for the Super Nintendo. It's not my favorite game of all time, but it was for some time. It was also one of my first video games I ever played. When I was about 3 years old, that's when I played this thing, 93. And I've been playing it since then, and I'm currently 20, so that tells you a lot. And I'm attempting a speed run, not tool assisted, just by pure skill. And I haven't actually touched this game in several months, I think. And frankly, I was going purely off of memory. So this is a failed attempt, by the way. My goal was to make a speed run in under 25 minutes of this game, and then I was going to do a let's play of the hardest path with no bombs used and nothing but a single laser used for extra challenge. Because I make this game my bitch, I'll be perfectly honest. After having played it for so many years, it's not that hard to me anymore. But I screw up a few times in this speed run, as you'll soon see. I bump into him. That's the only annoying bit about having your wingmates fly with you sometimes, is if you're trying to boost a lot, which I keep forgetting to do because I don't normally speedrun like that, then, well, frankly, you're going to run into things, and that'll slow you down. And like I said, you have to remember to speed boost, which I did okay with for some time. It's not really necessary to kill everything to actually do a speed run, but I do that out of habit. You don't have to really kill much to do a speed run, though. You also need to kind of think about how many bombs you have, because you will need the bombs to make certain parts much faster, as you'll see. And beyond that, you need to be able to fucking fly. If you don't have the ability to control where you're going to crash into things, you're going to die. You won't be able to be able to play it, much less speedrun it. So you need to be halfway skilled at flying in this game before you can speedrun, which, after as many years as I've played this, I am, and fortunately pretty skilled. Now, note that in this I was using an emulator and a 360 styled PC pad, but it wasn't too much different to me overall than using my Super Nintendo controller, because I actually own a Super Nintendo, I actually have the game, have had it for years. Same with the Super Nintendo. I mean, I would actually really prefer getting a TV tuner to record my Super Nintendo, but I lack such a thing, and I'm poor, so we're going with this. But at some point I actually started using the control stick instead of the control pad, even though it is a very good control pad on my PC pad, so I guess you could say that's sort of cheating, I guess. But the controls are always fine. I just went to that control stick because I'm used to that part of that controller. But if I could, I'd really prefer to use the original Super Nintendo controller or something very similar. But otherwise, the control is pretty tight, so I don't have any handicaps or any particular advantages there. Actually, I would say barrel rolling is a little more difficult because the way the L buttons, the shoulder buttons work are a little bit different. So here we are with the boss, and here's the easiest way to deal with this guy. You won't be able to really speed up him actually showing up at all, so you got to wait that out. And as soon as in fact, you should start firing. You'll see where I start firing at. Start firing right about now. I'm just boosting to keep in practice, and then you should be able to get rid of that pretty quickly. Blow up the little bastard, and then launch a bomb now, and then detonate it by pressing the bomb button again, because you can actually do that and make it go off early. And then it takes off the other wings, and then you barrel roll off the plasma balls while just blasting away at him, and he's done. Really quick, really easy. Most of the bosses, if you are careful with your bombs, you can generally get them pretty quickly. They don't have to fight too many bosses at all, since on this speedrun you're skipping half the levels. Now, say if you're speedrunning the rest of the game, if you're going to supposedly see how fast you can completely go through, say, path 3, that would be a lot harder, because frankly, the Great Commander's first form is so ridiculous. Actually, when I do the let's play with a single shot laser, it's going to be near impossible to do that fight, and I'll definitely be save stating there. So, I mean, I would play it through proper, but I'm save stating so, you know, you can actually produce a fucking video, because the Great Commander's first form is kind of extremely, very glitchy. So actually hitting it is near impossible because of the way it works. I have a slight OCD where I hate the first person mode on any version of Star Fox I've ever played ever. I always play it in third person. So I sometimes will take a hit because I'm so stubborn about switching to this view. Don't ask why, I just am. I just like this third-person view. So anyway, then I'm on this level, and here's where I screw up. Now, I haven't played this game in many months, like I said, and I remember most everything about it, though. Everything major. And it took me a second. I was like, okay, so I knew it was this level that you had to go to in order to get to the black hole, which lets you take a shortcut to pretty much every part of the game almost, majorly. 3 different major shortcuts. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, now I remember how you're supposed to do this. Now, admittedly, it's better that you do the trick while in first-person mode, so that's probably where I failed, because I might have missed the mark. But, I'm going through this level otherwise as normal. I'm forgetting to boost a few times, like, which is kind of bad if I'm speedrunning, but hey, what can you do? Well, try to remember the boost. I mean, I could cheat and have an auto fire on the Y button, so it constantly boosts. But I'd rather be able to time it just in case of there being danger. So yeah, up ahead is where the sequence is that you need to go through in order to actually get to the black hole. And somehow I screwed it up, and I don't know how. And you'll see what I mean in a moment. You have to fly through, well, you'll see in just a second. There it is. You'll see 3 of these. You fly through the orange one, pretty much dead center. And you have to either try and shoot it just in time and hit it just barely, or just plane crash through it, which I usually do, because it's almost guaranteed to work then. So you need to plane crash through the orange part. Dead center. And I mean, look, that was dead center every time. Just about. Okay, that one might have not been dead center. I might have hit the gray one too. You gotta hit the orange one, so. And I passed that because you don't really need it. Now, at this point, a troll face style asteroid should pop up. You should be able to shoot it and make the portal straight to the black hole. And I was like, where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? And it never showed up because I didn't do it right, clearly. So yeah, this video got ended and I just Alt F4'd because it was a failed speedrun. And I didn't save state it at all. I'm not doing this tool assist, I'm trying to do an actual speedrun, so it'll be for another day. It's something to attempt. If you want to see a tool assisted speedrun, I'll actually link that. There's one that was done in 19 minutes 47 seconds. And that's, I guess, the physically possible fastest time, or like in any circumstance. Now that guy comes up and he gives me all these rings, and I'm not sure why. Unless I was completely insane and completely forgot how this went, and crashing through those actually gives you that guy instead of a black hole portal, but I'm certain it's not that. I've played this game for years. I know for a fact that it's supposed to give you the black hole portal. And I can tell why I screwed up having reviewed the footage. So anyway, I will be doing a proper Let's Play of this and definitely to be doing a successful speedrun. I'm just going to do this blooper for now. This was my first time in months playing the game at all. And so this was basically my first attempt. I won't show other attempts, I'll just show the successful attempts, but it probably won't take much more than one more attempt. Or maybe I'll do some practice runs specifically going through that sequence to make sure I'm doing it right. I didn't look it up either. I'm going completely off memory. So if I'm wrong, I'm actually going to look it up after I finish this recording just to make sure. But I'm absolutely positive that that's how you're supposed to get the black hole portal. Anyway, sorry for having relatively slow content lately on this channel, but I've been busy. But there should be more content soon.